Hello friends, very good morning. Welcome back to my YouTube live session. Here I am Bala here and welcome to my YouTube channel Talent Traders. After a long time, I'm just going to make the live session in this channel. Previously, I am doing my one of the channel trade with AS and right now, so here I'm started to making that live trading sessions. And a very good morning, Anand sir, and very good morning, Rakesh. Thanks for following. And this live, so we are going to find out some trade opportunities in based on our Google Sheet for the stock option and also charting scanners and by using candlesticks pattern. So yesterday we find out Ashok Leyland that was working good and some other stocks which is we find out HAL that is also working good from 200 it went up to 260 and let me wait to find a newer opportunities today by using our Google Sheet. And before that, we'll check the pre-open session. What is happening on pre-open? Is there any newer opportunity or changes, big changes in pre-open session that we try to find? Any new opportunity? That's it. Tata still is about only 1%. Overall, 47 point positive on Nifty. That's right. And not more than 1%. Only one stocks in a pre-open session. And in positive stocks, Shriram Finance, Jindal, okay, some other stocks in Fundo Group. So like Shriram, Jindal, Manappuram, or Venki, very good morning. And HAL still it is continues higher from 2009, 3,100. Now it is 3,800, almost 700 points, which increased. Maybe the stock Shriram Finance, which you're going to start with 5% higher. Then next one is Jindal Steel. So maybe the stock can be gap up opening or technical gap up, even Manappuram also. So as per our Google Sheet, there's a weekly update. So the new week is started. So after 9:30, if you find any good opportunities on weekly basis, you can focus this kind of stocks today to take an opportunity. That's also be one of the best way to find options. So this one I'm just using after 9:30. So maybe going to get some good opportunities. The sheet is updating right now. Now the time is 9:30. Try to find some opportunities. If the risk is suitable to you, you can focus, and then otherwise you should ignore. Monthly positional, we find out a lot of stocks, Tata Communication, HAL, and again HAL still today also be positive. The strike price 3,100, which started from 197, now almost 789. Maybe again today 1% higher. Even further move that should be possible on that because it is going to open gap up. After that, we are going to find. And one more thing, we are nearing to that expiry. This week, maybe the last week, and also the next week, we have only three trading session. One day, I think Wednesday is already next Wednesday, 28th June. So only three trading session. Maybe the physical delivery will start from Friday onwards. So better if you are following for a weekly options, only you can focus on intraday kind of trade or maybe quick exit that you can plan. You don't want to hold it for a positional basis. While before planning a trade, you just plan for the trade. It should be short term, so quickly exit kind of trade, and only focus on quality stocks, and don't want to focus for a liquid stocks. So these are all the stocks which we selected yesterday. Ashok Leyland and HAL that works well today maybe. And based on intraday, if you want to focus any stocks after 9:30, you can check our 920 925. So the top stocks maybe HAL, even it is going to continue in the top side because of it is also in pre-open it was opening by 1.5%, near about 1.4%, may be possible to continue. I think Manapuram recently triggered. Okay, Bank Nifty started with P9 flat. Nifty is also be very flat, but in pre-open session we don't get any huge stocks. In the Tata Communications, HAL, ICICI Prudential also be there in the top. Ashok Leyland still 8 rupees entry, now it is 19 rupees. That may be another opportunity. Maybe just wait because the stock option will not active immediately after market opens. So we need to wait for some time to get the activity. Volume volume issue now clear. Can you get my volume clear volume? Can you able to access my video audio clearly? I thought to forgot to ask that. So baby, thanks for update. What's happening? HAL in gap up 220 to 270. Previously it started with 220. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for update, Rakesh. Okay, HAL which started from 3,700 and now it is 285 maybe. HAL where it is started today. It was started today at a 3,900. Maybe if I want to focus for any intraday opportunity, that 3,900 call option, maybe we are going to check that strike price, L39 call option. This is around 160, 170. This is about a 15 minutes and 5 minutes. It's a bigger candle as per some other methods which we can use for a super trend or some indicators which is now 13 and Bank Nifty 8 and the spot price is around 40 and 40. Okay, Bank Nifty started with, okay, what is the current price? Or let me try Bank Nifty 44 300 put option. That will be the strike price. We can add it 43 700. These are all the strike price which I am going to wait for it. Yeah, very good morning, Bubal. Thank you for joining the session. These are all both 400 rupees. If you find any opportunity, HAL 3900, that should be all strike price. We can add for a tracking. Don't find any entry, find any good entry, can focus. And overall market is started with flat. We are going to focus. But this the price is not updated yet right now. So we have to wait. And this one, look at this. Shriram Finance 1400 call option that already triggered our entry point. But I don't want to take this entry. Why? Because of it is started triggered below 930, before 930. So once it is triggers, I don't want to take that because it is a gap up and it was triggered. Maybe one stock. One stock like Manappuram is nearing to that top 125, but I need to wait for after 9. Going to trigger Jindal Steel also be triggered. I think something happening on Jindal Steel 550. That is also be gap up. Manappuram I thought is around 125, 3.2 and 2.6. There is a huge gap between the buys and liquidate. Maybe we should be Shriram Finance is already triggered first 15 minutes. You want to check Shriram Finance 400 call option. Look at this gap up. Most 84, 70. Our entry is nearby 70. It's about a gap up opening and it doesn't give you the opportunity. Today we find Ashok Leyland, it is more to be this one 77. If you are using any indicators, you may be finding a right opportunity. Bank Nifty on daily time frame, this one the rejection top level 600 is the high rejection. The lowest level we find some reversal. This one huge drop before 300. It started with lower. We have to wait for it. Shriram Finance, Dr. Reddy. Previously, we are finding a Dr. Reddy. I think Anand sir, you know that Anand Kumar. The strike price you have taken exited with cost, right? But due to that liquidity, only one lot is traded on this particular strike price, Dr. Reddy 4550. I think it's a monthly contract, monthly positional. 170, 178 something is the trigger point. But after trigger, it was of 3-4 days, it was not moving and the same level it's struggling. And today almost 450 to 480. So due to that deep in the money is currently now more than 400, but the quantity traded is only just about 1 lakh. It was 920 now. Like this one, this is a stock. Yesterday is a huge move, and maybe continuations also be possible. Right now it is trading around 77, maybe a breakout also we can plan, or any indicator based also we. So now both Bank Nifty premiums are equal, 390 and 390. Like price selected. And any breakout overall is not a good move. So past 15 minutes running now. It's a bullish candle on 44 300 put option. With this contract 4950 may be liquid on the same strike price because the volume is already 1,62,000, more than 100 contract. Now this particular strike price is liquid, Dr. Reddy, but the strike price 4550, it's a deep in the money, so that's why it's not liquid one. And Jindal Steel 550, Dr. Reddy, Manapuram, HAL again 3850 call. Look at this. That has also been the top. LNT last month, this month LNT also performing better. Some of the stocks is not active yet, so any of the stocks is not active. Look at this. Value is showing 0. That means it was not active. It is not traded it today. Maybe the LTP is about yesterday, but today is not traded any of the trades. That may be the reason. This particular trades are we are waiting for. Industrial 550. Huge gap up, and look at this, 33 is the high, our entry point is 24. It has also be a first 15 minutes trigger. Whether we have to wait for a new entry going to trigger quickly. So HAL also started positive. After 15 minutes, if we find any good opportunities, then we can go for. So now we are waiting for the first 15 minutes to close. Shriram Transport, Finance, Shriram Finance is already moved higher, 1400. I don't want to focus that particular. Maybe even if you are trying to focus for an opportunity, so you need to careful. Don't want to take a positional holding because we are nearing to that expiry. So if that expiry, the time premium lapse would be highly speed or very speed time decay would be the that was the reason we are not holding for a positional way. Maybe a weekly trades which we can take and quickly we can exit. Maybe intraday kind of thing which you can plan, that may be a even better opportunity. You can exit out your trades when the new entry which HAL still is positive. Maybe an indicator based is about support trend as one of the indicators. Still, I look at this from here yesterday, I think 16th onwards, it is fine. Maybe the stock is still moving higher. 5 minutes also be 36, 70, about almost 40 points. The previous entry still continue. Any other pattern on Bank Nifty? So if we are take the time frame changes, and that should be a shooting star. Last 5 minutes, 15 minutes candle. Now it has started with open low. That may be one condition which we can see on Bank Nifty 44 300 put option. Started with open low, maybe the chances for recovery will be possible. We have to wait, and if we get any good opportunities, then we can go for. Until we should wait for it. And meanwhile, if you have any questions or doubt, you just ping me here in the chat box, getting your doubts and questions cleared, or whatever the stock which is in the top, both it already triggered our entry. Something the stock Bajaj Finance, Finserv and LNT, Dr. Reddy, Manapuram, Titan also be there in the list. We are checking, and this is what a weekly trade opportunities where I'm going to focus This trade for this week. Both Jindal and Shriram already triggered. Oh my god, Shriram Transport 1400. It was keep on moving higher in the first 15 minutes itself. I think it started with 93.78 and it made a high of 114. Now it is 100. Quick move. I think it's very speedy already, but it is above. It opened above our entry point and almost 114 is high. So I just simply ignore it. L&T, Bajaj, Finser 21520. The strike price 46. Bajaj Finance is about 1520. L&T is about 2380. Dr. Reddy 4950. BHEL also be there in the list, but it should be a 5 rupees above. And we have to wait and put side Tata Communication is the first one. I think it is already moved a stock. Monthly, if you are looking at monthly, now you can see how many stocks. But some of the options is not right. Moving it. HAL still the top. Dr. Reddy is the second most. Are still in NTPC. So these are all the stocks. We have to wait for the complete of this particular candle, 5 minutes. That was the 10:30 candle. Yeah, very good morning, Shyam. Thanks for joining the session, for joining this. Have any questions or about you just ping me here. Yeah, very good morning. Judge fine sir. Be liquid. Take this. HAL looks good. HAL Jindal Steel looks good as per my view, and both should be a bullish. HAL and Jindal Steel. I'm just looking at HAL. The strike price is around the strike price 3,900. That should be my strike, and I'm just tracking. If I find any entries, I just go to focus for opportunity. And Jindal Steel also be there in the list. It was started with positive and huge gap up, and the price rejected around 580 level and almost 15 points lower from the top. It was in the middle, started with 550 and huge gap up and the huge price rejection also. Better HAL looking good. Instead of that, it has started positive and it was looking closed at positive. But this now it is like 3 or 5 minutes candle. But if you are focusing on a 15 minutes, it be a candle. So if it is confirms a doji or hammer, it just looks like right now it's about invert. Once it is breaks, breakout kind of thing, you can focus. Yeah, you can try. Right now it is 164. And but yesterday we are tracking about the same stock is about 3700. You have watched yesterday's live. Here is my entry opportunity around 200. First entry we find around 174. Second breakout is around 200. Went to immediately 230 and again returned back to the 200. Then went up to 260. Now it is gap up opening. 300 is the high. And as per our Google sheet, that is the stock which is almost higher in the top level. BHEL is about a high lot size, but still it is on the top. Dr. Reddy, Manapuram also be there. Manapuram is not liquid. I just checked it out. But right now it is 20 paisa gap. The volume also be traded good. Okay, now it is gain its liquidity. And 3 started with 3, now 3.5 and 3.2, but over and above 3.9. Wait for it. And Stiram and Jindal, both I am not going to focus because it's about a gap up entry based on our advanced strategy. So I'm not going to focus for this two because it's a both are gap up entry. I hope you understood. if the stock which is open with a gap up, so maybe a failure trade also be possible, because reversal from the top, that should be possible, and I don't want to take such a riskier trade. And we have the opportunities nearby is about Tata Communication, NTPC, and BHEL, top one 4.2. And even though if you are following for a trade opportunity BHEL and 87 4.7, yeah, it's nearing to that entry 5.1, maybe that's. And well, the slot size you need to remember, it's about 10,500. If you are a risky taker only, you can try 5.1, maybe a quick scalping. Now the time is 9:30. BHEL 87 call option, and let me add this one BHEL for the stocks on daily time frame. It's a gap up opening, and I think it is a previous high. It's around 87 is broken. In previous top is around 91. From that level, it is taken a reversal from 91, taken around 66. Now it is again reverse back. Maybe today, if it is breaks above previous high around 91.5, there is a chances for even further move should be possible. So the lot size is 10,500. I'll wait for an opportunity breakout. If you want to focus for a breakout, you should uh, aware of that, the lot size and the risk involved in this trade as per. And Bajaj Finance, Finser, means India, Titan. So we have to wait for it. Bajaj Finser is around 1520 for Bajaj Finser. I think it's 45.95. This is also 500 is the lot size on Bajaj Finser. Maybe we can look this one also. 1520, the volume and tracking, everything is looking good. Liquid one. Sir, try to. That's also be one of the options, and 46 above, right? So it's still not broken our level. Titan also be there in the list, so we have to wait. And nearby is about Bajaj, Fin7, BHEL, almost 82. We have an entry, we should wait. And I don't want to go for a Shriram Finance and Jindal Steel. Why? Because of it's a that means first 15 minutes entry. And now 9:30, so we got almost most of the stock which is traded. Tata Communication is the top one. Tata Com. So maybe finding out an intraday, but today it started moving down. Okay, so let me avoid this one. The second stock HAL, that already we have added that HAL on our list. Maybe here 180, the previous high. If above to that 180, so even we can track this for a opportunity breakout, or you can use any indicators or any other patterns to find a trade opportunity. Almost 426 on ready. That is also be their list. And maybe Bajaj Finance, sorry, Finser. That should be a one. And Tata Communication, HAL, Dr. Reddy, IDFC First Bank, still 9.6. That's moved well. And Bank Nifty, I think this already broken. This may be a high, and we can keep a open loss, a stop loss, and that high first 15 minutes. Breakout is around 443. So maybe scalping, and along with the open low candle. We check this, and it's not given you any clear and confirmations. We at this point, if it is breaks around 443 in the day low, that looks like a open low. Let me try. So maybe from this point, chances for upside move should be possible. So if you want to take a risk, you can try. In Bajaj Finserv, and what should be my entry point as per our advanced option strategy is on weekly positional, about a 46.10. Now it's, I guess, maybe so risky trade, and those who are known about the 6.10 will be the entry point. So already it triggers. Just now it triggers at our entry. So as you are known about our strategy, so you can use any of the strategy at this point, and you need to keep your stop loss that you know well. And if you are an intraday player, you just follow with your own strategy, your own system. Exactly now 46.46. Our entry point should be around 46.10. currently the stock which is given me trade opportunity, right? And even more opportunities is going to be key. And this is what the stock which is nearing, and the next one is BHEL and Titan means India. So a lot of stocks can be altered by based on the performance. So we are going to get some good opportunities today, I hope. So if you are watching this sheet continuously, we will be finding a newer opportunities. In the HAL, Bajaj Finance, BHEL, it's not moved yet. The HAL, it's not moving, so it was on the top, very flat. As per positional, we can go for what are the stocks in the top. Maybe around Dr. Reddy HAL, IDFC First Bank. What is happening on IDFC First Bank? Today it started with positive. 82 is the current price. The IDFC First Bank 82 call option. They started with 2 point and it was keep on moving higher. In 5 minutes also it is moving. The lot size is big, that you should understand. IDFC First Bank. I think lot size is 15,000. Big lot size. This Tata Communications. There's a down one. The huge range in the first 5 minutes. Better to wait for it and don't want to go for it. Then also big move. JSW, LNT, almost 93 to 180, almost double. And TPC, input side is about Kodak Bank, Coal India, Bandhan Bank, those stocks. And if you want a monthly position, newer opportunity, Tata Power, that was a previous trade, 11.8. Still it is trading on the same price, but recently it went higher. And Apollo Tire, the monthly positional, don't want to go for a monthly position. Already we find a lot of stocks. And weekly only we can focus Bajaj Finserv as our entry. Manappuram. Yeah. Manappuram 125. That is also be looking good. Manappuram 125 looking good. 3.65 and 3.85. Okay. Lot size is around 6,000. Manappuram 3.9 should be an entry point. So previous high it's around 3.85. This breaks, we can focus for an opportunity. And Manappuram Finance. It is also recovered after that big move, after that bad news on this stock. In I think it today started with gap higher and even lower, but our option price is not triggered. Look at this. Previously, we tried for a finding opportunity at this point of 112. So we find around 5B. So almost 1.5 months later, the stock is giving you such a good opportunity from this point towards 14%. It recovered. It's a good one. And recently, we find out another breakout opportunity around 140. That is also giving you such a good move. Okay, that's right. In Titan, even we are watching Titan 2960. Looking good. I think it's triggered our entry on 15 minutes. Yeah, second 15 minutes. That entry point is 78.7. Right now it is 80. Maybe it given you the breakout, but we are missed out. And what is the entry point is around 78.7. Maybe an opportunity for a breakout. And anyone who tried, so that was in profit, no problem. And 82. Okay. Suddenly jumps. Yeah, it just keep on gradually moving higher. Not an issue with that. Maybe around our entry point. So anyone who already taken, no problem at all. But if you want to focus, here is the point. For 78.7 should be an entry. I can go with that entry point only about to the level, and already it was trading about the nearby. So once it is reaching that level, I can try. So not to take a higher than my entry point. I don't want to try the stock more than my entry point. Should be the better. and best way to make an opportunity. Bank Nifty almost 50 points down. Slightly nice. Okay, Titan, it's moved higher. We missed out. I'm just tracking one by one. Titan, Manappuram. So there's three and BHEL. M&M Finance, it has came into the scanner 15.6 M&M Finance. This M Finance would be the strike price 305. One. This moves higher into 12.4, but our entry point is only above 15 points. Let me track this. That one already moved 10 points from our entry, but anyone who are watched, maybe you can find out an entry, but I missed out and Titan. The finance also be there, means India, but whatever the stock which came into the scanner, and only you should focus the liquid stocks. If the stock is not liquid, then you should avoid the stock and don't want to take the stock for our trade opportunity. Hope you understood. Hope you are getting my idea by using our Google Sheet. Now we find one more opportunity. It's nearing to that is about M&M Finance. Maybe this one is moved higher in the Bajaj Finserv is about our entry point 47. Slightly came down and given you good opportunity around 41. Titan is the one which we are finding and it was a good opportunity around 80, now 90. But our entry point in that one Manappuram nearing to that and M&M Finance not triggered. BHL is only about 5 rupees. Now it is trading around 4.05. In Bajaj Finserv, real opportunity which we find out by Google Sheet. Now it was more than 3 points. 39.2 is the high. 3 rupees it went higher. Manappuram, BHL, M&M Finance, Bajaj Finance also be there. But it was too high. And you need to wait for a more price to move. Manappuram is nearing to that. Titan immediately came to 83. Look at this. Very quick move and they came to that point. Price rejected at the top around 91 to 81, 10 rupees. Very quick move and then returned back. So no problem. So one more opportunity which we find out today that was working good and well. Yeah. Now if you want to try for a short-term holding or this week holding period, so now it is about our entry point. So after moving the top, now exactly at our entry point. Price around 80, 78.7. I think that was what our entry now given. So previously if you take there is a good move and again bounce back, we can track whether it is going to give you the bounce back or not. We have to track the sheet, and if you are tracking the sheet you will be going to get the right opportunity in the right. So I don't want to take all the F&O stocks which is going to give you the trigger. I want to plan for a one or two stocks is good enough for my intraday or even a positional opportunity. Intraday you can select the top stocks which is top. So there's still Tata Communication, Dr. Reddy, Shift. So these are all the stocks which is top. Maybe the continuation on the stock also be possible. But here you can see today started with positive, doesn't give you the opportunity, right? So whenever given you the newer opportunity, you can go. Manappuram still not given. It's about monthly one. So because we are nearing to that monthly, almost 19th of this month, we have only so 4 to 7 trading session. So the time decay would be very fast. You have to careful about the time decay because we are doing options. Options is directly related with the time decay. So most of the time is going to be decay very fast. you have any questions, just ping me here in the chat box. Stop speaking only now. After that entry, now 1.5 rupees. Okay, so we have to wait, and short-term position up to this Friday, not maximum for a next week. We are not going to take the carry forward. Only maximum we are holding, or we are waiting for this weekend only. If you have any questions or doubts, you just ping me here. The chat box. A lot of things, and recently we have launched our Android app for learning purpose. So my courses, which is available on this learning app. So you can also download if you want to read it, and if you want to learn my strategies, my courses, which is available on my Android app. So I can share you the link here in the chat box. Here you can download my apps. You can get it, and you will be watching the sessions also. Even I planned for a long time. So finally today I got it. I think of last week I launched. Maybe if you have any questions, just ping me here. Opportunities, I think M&M Finance also moving fast, and Manapuram which triggers. And anyone who want to take a risk, Manapuram, Manapuram is 6,000. So Glenland also moving good, but it is a previous week entry. Manapuram 4.4 is triggered. Okay, I think that the gap is right now, but the volume is looking good. 6,000 quantity, I think 4,50,000 volume which is traded. That's looking good, no problem at all. The liquidity is okay, but the price is gap between buyers and sellers. That should be one, and 3.9 should be our entry point that we triggered. So let me wait. As a positional trade, we have to wait. We may be getting some good trigger points. And these are all the stocks: Manapuram, BHEL, and M&M Finance and Bajaj Finance are those stocks. And look at this, the finance shares: Bajaj Finserv, my M&M Finance, Bajaj Finance, and Manapuram. So all of mostly finance stocks will be in the top. Maybe that sector, even Sriram Finance. So by using our sheet, today's top sector may be a finance sector. You can also find out that sectoral stock like this stock Sriram, Manapuram, and M&M Finance, Bajaj Finance. So most of the stock. And again this week IDFC also be there, 109 call option. I think the stock which is traded around very fewer level around 60 70. Now it is almost 100. It crossed 100. It's a good. Ashok Leyland is about 165 call option for those week, and now it is trading around 5 rupees. Bank of Baroda, JK Cement, IDFC First Bank gain this week 81 call option. Last week we are trying 72 call option. So still it is moving higher. That wasn't good. And that one Bajaj Finserv is in the top. Industrial I'm not taken. Manapuram was on our entry point. Titan is also triggered our entry. So we have to wait. Maybe the opportunity which we find out that is going. M&M Finance 15 above, slightly moving fast. This is a fast moving stock, can be possible to trigger 15.6 to track that one also. Bajaj Finance Finserv is around 49 right now, so more than 3 rupees. Lot size is 500, more than 1,500 maybe. And if you want a book an intraday, so you can book exit. That's also be better. Any more opportunities? Can you able to find out? Jay Kumar, what is the stop loss for Titan stock option? Good morning, sir. Is there any stock which is good for a BTST? And BTST trades, which we are going to focus end of the day, that is closing of the day. And M&M Finance, you're looking at that was moving nice. 13.9. Our entry point should be around 15.6. Fast moving stock, be a breakout above 15.6. Possibilities can be break above that. And Vijay Kumar. So I'm not providing you any tips here, Vijay. And the stop loss and target, which I am not providing yet. Okay, so I'm just sharing my view. Maybe the stock can be possible above the level or below the level. That is my view. And I was not providing you the stop loss and target. So if you want to take a tighten, so you may be keeping a recent low as a stop loss by 72 or a day low is around 43. You can use any other indicators or any other methods what you use. Based on that, you can find out the stop loss. But this trades which I am taken based on my one of the course which I have taken for advanced option strategy course. Based on the course, we are planning the opportunities. Okay, so I'm not disclosing any stop loss, and it is not also be any tips like that. I'm just sharing my views, and also it's supporting my student who attend my classes. They are understanding how to use it. Okay. If you want to use that, so you can use our minimum profit also. You can exit out almost a 78 to 81, 4 rupees. Again, it now reaching to 78. It may be continuous or if breakouts that we are expecting that point of breakout. The first fresh breakout, it generate you more than 10 rupees immediately after the high. I hope you understood, Vijay. Thank you. I think Ashok Leyland is rocking well. And now it is 10 rupees. I was just talking about 160 call option. It is possible 9.75. I think the stock has started moving up. 10 rupees. And yesterday we find now it is a 4 rupees continuously. Even yesterday it went up to 9.4. After that it moving down. From there it recovered. Now it is 10 rupees. That's a huge move. And as per our monthly, it's about 165. Currently 5.4. 7.1 should be our entry point. IDFC 4.6. BAG Alpha 4.25. Lal Path Lab and Bajaj Finance, M&M Finance 13.8. Look at this. Very fast the M&M Finance reaching to the top, but it was not moved 8. Bajaj Finance, it moved up to maximum 49.51. I think from 46.51, almost 5 rupees. Again, it given you the opportunity. You have to wait. Based on that sheet, we can find out and trade up it. Ashok Leyland is still moving past. This one is a 5.60. 165. Currently trading 6.3. 7.1 should be the entry point. The large size of Ashok Leyland is around 5,000. And currently 6.45. Maybe the breakout only above 7.1. Current price 6.4. So we can track this also because it's moving to the towards the top. So about this week entry, yes, last week entry is somewhere. Okay, thank you so much, Vijay. Thanks for understanding the concepts. Point one. Maybe that should be a breakout for Ashok Leyland. And last week, from the last week, it has started moving, performing well. And let's look at this Ashok Leyland short. Now it is also be 170 near about. So maybe we are trying in the money options. An issue. And this is what a breakout which we are finding out the stock for tomorrow. Like one of the video which we made. And nice move. And those who are holding 5th June, we made this video regarding Ashok Leyland is for a positive breakout. First one tomorrow. Stocks for tomorrow. These are all the stocks also which you can find out. Deal and given you the bigger opportunity, even in fee Infosys. Bank Nifty doesn't move well and not moving yet also. Look at this 442, now it is trading 412, 30 points lower. HCL it started moving lower. Not moving higher after that gap up, it was started moving down only. Maybe at this lower level, if you find any opportunities, In this 5 minutes, it never triggered. But after 2, 4, 6, 7th candle, it should be a spinning down. With the reversal also be possible. Things positive. You have to wait. Monoprom, due to the liquidity issue, still it is on the 4 rupees only and not traded it. Buyer is 3.7 and seller is 4.25. Was not traded. Last trade which is happening 4 rupees around 9.55 just now. The trade is going on. The premium gap, buyer seller's gap is there in this particular. Jindal and Shriram Transport, it was rejected due to that gap of opening. Manappuram Bajaj Finserv is a live opportunity. Titan also be one of the live opportunity which we Andam Finance and DHEL, Bajaj Finance, IDFC. Maybe the opportunity not only today. We are going to track the same stocks for tomorrow. This week, again Titan, the good opportunities. Recently, it was traded around 70, 75, 76. Again, back to 80. You understand that one? 81 now again. Recently down now, last 5 minutes. You can see moves towards 73. Now it has bounced back to 81. Maybe lower level also the opportunity. And HAL in the lower level is started moving slightly higher. It also be looking good, and you can see the super trend, the stop loss is around by in 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes stop loss around 140 bit. But it was started positive and it keep going down, and now it has started direct. So maybe the stock in the top and also be the long build up, something happening on the stock, possibly, so we can track. Try to understand your trading style. A trading style is very simple. Based on the Google sheet, we'll plan to track simply. Not using any charts, by using our Google sheet, my Google sheet, simply following some trades by system. So we have one more advanced option strategy. Based on the system, we are planning to take a trade. Embark. What you want to understand, simply you ask me your questions. I can explain you what I am doing. Titan is around 95% down. Reached. The last update is 959.05. Now it is around 29. So this is a real-time update, and look at this Bank of Baroda 187.5 call option. That has also been the top list. Ashok Leyland also be top list. But we are not finding the entries, but we are nearing to that opportunity. Bank Baroda 7.5 call option. That should be my strike price. Yeah, started it's about 3 minutes. I don't know. So in 5 minutes, started with correct start. In 15, so now such a big move on this Bank of Baroda. At point, happening. Lal Path Lab is coming to the top. Bank of Baroda 8.9. currently 7.4. Let me track. So most of the opportunities we got it, but entry is not triggered. We are waiting for the opportunities. If the good liquid stocks, we are trying for an entry opportunity. And if it is not a quite liquid stock, we are not going to focus. And as of now, these are all positive stocks, and I'm just tracking for opportunity. That should be the yes. M&M Finance, Bank of Baroda 8.9 should be my breakout, and it is currently trading 7.5 and 13.7, and M&M Finance again returned back to the top. And Manapuram still it is trading on 4 rupees. Maybe if the stock moves, we'll be getting that update. Yeah, now it is 4.25 Manapuram. 2.25, 4.25. Yeah, that was started. So look at the volume. So even though the price is gap because of nearby expiry, and the volume is how much volume which is traded on this particular stock is around the 498. I think 83 contracts, 83 lots. They're about 100. That looks good. In Titan 81, now it is trading on the same level. In the Bank of Baroda 7.8, Ashok Leyland 6.3, M&M 13.5. So we are waiting for an opportunity. No other trades which is triggered yet, but we are waiting for an opportunity as of now. They are still not giving you a good opportunity. Ashok Leyland is slightly moving higher around 6.5. Nearing to that breakout or breakout point is around 7.1. Okay, we have to wait for it. And again, Titan is returned back to the 70. Again, this time it's around 71 and record back. Okay, as we tried for a positional, not for an intraday, so we have to wait for it. Manapuram 50 paisa, which increased as our positional trade that we find out for a breakout initially. The last traded is around, oh, you can look at this, the buyers and sellers right now. So huge gap, low liquidity, and the contract is increased. The buyer 4 rupees in seller 5.5. So 1.5 rupees gap. Loss traded is 4.5. If you are taken, so you may be placing at 5 rupees or 4.9. So maybe you are on the top list, and that should be the best sale order if you are placing a lower limit. And Ashok Leyland still it is breaking the high. The option which I am looking for 11 rupees now. Just tracking this. Friday it's 4 rupees. Now almost 11 rupees. It's a huge move. And this big opportunity on 165 call option should be above 7.1, currently around 6.85. That is also nearing to that breakout. So if it is given you in such a breakout, we can go for, and Manapuram that should go good. And what are the opportunities? Finserv slightly moving down, Titan also now down, Ashok Leyland nearing, and Lal Padala maybe not a liquid one. Lal Path 98, looking good, but previously the stock is not liquid. At this moment, okay. If you want to try for an intraday also, you can try. Baroda, Finance, Vijay Finser. Input side, we don't find any newer opportunities. Slightly moving up and down, so that's okay, good. And Jindal Steel, Shriram Finance, and finally Manappuram, 4.4 right now. In an amount of finance, 7.6 and Bank of Baroda. So still not triggered. We are waiting for the opportunities. When it is triggered, then maybe a better opportunities we can find out. Monthly still in the top is about Tata Communications. It was not traded maybe in HAL, in ICICI Prudential, IDFC First Bank. IDFC First Bank still increased 9 rupees to 10.75. In BEL 13, Dr. Reddy 419. So that works well in this month. So many stocks which given you the positional opportunity that was triggers our entry point, that works well. Okay, I don't want to focus for monthly opportunities. Why? Because of we are nearing to that expiry. We have only 6 7 days. 7 days is the expiry date. And the physical delivery also we have to focus on next week onwards. So better to avoid such a kind of thing. Okay. If you have any questions, just ping me here in the chat box. Okay, now any newer opportunities this week? No opportunities triggered. So we are tracking some stocks, maybe the nearby opportunities. Not triggered, only the Manappuram which triggers, and right now it is on the top. No, not a good topic. Being the top 220. You can check on daily time frame. I think recently you are asking about the same stock, right? Maybe today the stock may be in news, and almost 20% the stock is hit and maybe upper circuit. Maybe, and it may be it cannot give you the opportunity to take a entry. And today it started with higher around 200 level. So in daily chart, what should be the higher level is around 192. But in the first 5 minutes itself, it was around 200. Maybe they can't find out. There is no logic I could find. So maybe some news and some results, something like that. So you will be finding out those particular opportunities. Okay. Means it's the opportunity. The stock is not traded liquidity, and you should check the volume also whether it is moving with good volume. The volume indicator, if you are adding, it's a huge volume. I think 850K, not a huge one, 850, 8.5 lakhs volume. Sorry, 850K, yeah, 8.5 lakhs volume. Previously, the stock is low volume. Today is the huge volume. So maybe it is closed with a 200 percentage, sorry, 20% upper circle. You don't want to find this one, and it's not a good liquid for maybe investment. You can try and wait for it, but trading purpose, you look at the chart is not look it's good. Maybe if you are earlier invested in the stock, that may be an opportunity. I find out Bank of Baroda. That should be the Bank of Baroda breakout is around 8.9. So currently trading 7.8. That will be okay. Manappuram still on the same price, and but now this time it is increasing the price. 4.3 is the buyer, and buyer is slightly moving to increase the price, and seller is 4.75. So maybe the chances can be trade either 4.3 or 4.75, or in between the newer trades should be possible, and we can wait for an opportunity. And we find out this one is good, and Bajaj Finserv also be in the same price. Some stocks like Titan, we got it, and some other Vivanda, Ashok Leyland in Bank of Baroda. We are waiting for a breakouts. 3.9 to 4.5. Maybe if you are placing the orders earlier, that may be triggered. So, but we find the opportunity earlier before to get in Tata Power still on 11.9. It's a monthly opportunity. In Apollo Hospital, Dr. Reddy, Ashok Leyland, again it went higher. Now it is trading 10 rupees. The overall market is very flat at this moment, and this one is slightly moving. Bank of Baroda 8.1, so 8.9 should be the opportunity. And what was the lot size? Bank Baroda 187.5, 8.1 and 8.5, so 5,850 lot size. 5850, that is also a high lot size around near about 40,000. 8.9 positional entry now. So this week only we are going to track 8.9. Should be a breakout, I can focus this one. We already added, we are tracking for an opportunity. Now it is 77 and from 4.5. We can look at this in the last 10 minutes it's not active. In previously the 10 minutes is not active, so simply moving higher. Titan is triggers, and then now it is trading around nearby that entry points. So positional one just can look at, and we can wait for it. Once we got it, so maybe a good opportunity we can go for. In HAL, at this point we are expecting the reversal. It was struggling on the same level, 150 to 160 level, and increasing well, so it was cutted on the sea. Slightly jumps. Is there any opportunity based on that? And something, so maybe at this recent point it was started recovery around 158. Maybe that low should be stopped if you want to find an opportunity here. HAL at this point it's looking good. We at the lower level recovery. So this HAL chart, they can support and bounce. Daily time frame, huge rejection at the top, and looks like a spinning down. At intraday only we can find out, and the top stocks in intraday, that should be an opportunities So Tata Communication, HAL will be there in the top, so maybe opportunity. IDFC First Bank also be there in the top. We find and M&M not given you the opportunity. And Titan in the same price, Manappuram it's increased, and Bajaj Auto on the same price. BHL also not given. And Bank Nifty that we are finding an opportunity. And on 5 minutes time frame, look at this on a 15 minutes time frame. Anyone who tried at this point of 442. So now the price is around 478, maybe around 40 points, I mean 50 points. That should be a best opportunity which we find out on a Bank Nifty. So now it is moving lower. So 442, our stop loss which we have tried around 340 100 points. Okay, so but if you want to trial, so you can trial your stop loss. And if you want to book 50 plus points at this moment, you can exit at this point of 490 level. So because we are tried 442, now the day high is around 498. So that may be a good opportunity, 50 points plus. So patiently if you are waiting, and that given you. And if you want to trial your stop loss, you can trial. Your stop loss is from here to here in the year, then you can increase your stop loss up to the next big move. So while making your trialing, so you are going to make a huge one. Okay, so if you want to book, so from that point for 42, now it is 495, exactly 50 points plus. So good opportunities. And Bank Nifty also we find out today that was working better right now. That opportunity which we find out on real time. Titan is again nearby entry, Bank of Baroda 8.2. Okay, so one more opportunities. Bajaj Finserv also be more. Yeah, but it was on 45 here. The same entry point. Titan is about 78 nearby entry point. Manappuram is the only one which is performed well, and these are all the opportunity which we are waiting for to get the breakout. So, but we don't get any breakout at this moment. We should wait for it. I hope you understood and enjoyed this live session today, and still not receiving any likes for this video. If you really like this video, hit your like buttons on this video. And if you have any questions or doubts, just comment on the comment box. The day one which we have started on the live session on this video in this channel. So previously we are doing with the trade with AS, but the concepts you are going to understand very easily. That's why I started making live session here in this video, right, in this channel. Maybe continue with this channel, my live session be available here only, so we can do with that. Currently we find out some opportunities and nearby opportunities are listed here, and we can track the stocks. And we are already having the website for learning purpose. So courses are recorded, courses also available on this website. So you can just go to the courses and you will be finding out full code detailed courses. And the Google Sheet access, how to use it, everyone were asking. So that is why I make the website, sorry, courses on my website. It's about 99 rupees, but Google Sheet is around 1200. So if you are paying 99 rupees, the first month I will give you 100 rupees less, and you can use it the 1100 for this Google Sheet if you want to access from your side. Because when the first 1 hour we are doing the live, after that we are not doing any live session. Post market only we are doing our analysis or our updates. Okay, so if you want to use the sheet, and if you are already attended my classes, you know well how to use the sheet on positional basis, like our strategies, how to apply our strategies based on this concept. But if you want to take one trade by your own analysis, if you thought the sheet will helping you, so you can just follow the sheet and you will be getting access to the sheet. And there is a two types of trade strategies or a system available. One is the weekly basis, another one is monthly basis. Okay, and you can focus based on monthly and weekly, both you can try. So monthly basis is every 1 month, monthly once the sheet is going to update. So we can take a maximum 30 days positional based on our advanced option strategy. And weekly positional, every week it is going to update. I think if you are watching the last week, we are getting a lot of opportunities, but different stocks. But this week also by the beginning, by the opening today, so we don't find any opportunities. Only two is about Jindal and Shriram Finance. That was not a quality trade. So as per our conditions, we are ignoring the stocks. Why? Because of it is not liquid. Sorry, it was triggered by the first 15 minutes by the gap up opening. So if you are following that stock, it may be reversal should be highly possible. So that's why we are not taking that stock. and only newer opportunity after 9:30 the fresh breakouts we are taken. So such a way we find out Manapuram. So it is given you more than 50 paisa, that is what 15% each. And Tata Titan, that one is trading right now on the nearby entry point, and Bajaj Finance. And these are all the three trades which I find out based on my entry point, based on the logic along with the Google sheet. Okay. And some more opportunities, it's nearing to that entry point, or we are waiting for the entry opportunity. These are all the stocks which I find out is about Bank of Baroda, Lalpoth Lab, Ashok Leyland, Dixon. After a long time back, Dixon also be there in the list. Maybe if it is breaks above, there is opportunity on Dixon too. Okay, that is also be the stock. It has started moving from the beginning, and you can look at this IDFC First Bank also be available. So from this stocks I am tracking. After finding out the good opportunities, I'll be go to take a trade on those stocks. Okay, I hope you understood what I'm planning for my trade by using this Google sheet. If you want to learn more about my strategies, the recorded and one-to-one classes also available. You just ping me here. If you want to more detail, my WhatsApp number which is shown on this video here, and you can contact me so to get more details also. I hope you understood and enjoyed this live session. And if you are still not liked my channel, just hit the like button, and share to your friends if you liked it. And if you have any questions or doubt, just ping me on the chat box. I hope you understood. Thanks for watching this. And any other questions, if you are engaging with that questions and doubts, maybe even it would be a very interactive session. Thank you so much. Thanks for being with me. And we'll meet on tomorrow's live session on the same channel itself. If you're not subscribed yet, so you just subscribe and press the bell icon to get a notification. So whenever we made a new video, you will be getting notified. Thank you for watching, and thank you so much. We'll meet on tomorrow live session. Thanks to all those who are watching this session. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anand sir. Thank you so much.